yard, dash, 100 yard, dash, 100 yard, dash, 100 yard, dash, 100 yard, dash, yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Hit dials, I don't think they...
Coach, the Tundra may not quite be frozen, but it's getting there as we work our way through December. The radar today, however, is clear at Lambeau Field in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Washington Redskins. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go. Mike. 258.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Zoom.
I got it.
Now the Auburn product, Corey Graham. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Now Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
At their own 47-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47.
Back. General West. Bravo. Yep.
40's Mike right there. 40's Mike. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
After the interception, here's Smith. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down.
A gain of 16 yards.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end.
Down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
A carry for Bryce Love, the 4th-rounder from Stanford. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on 1st down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Now the 2nd year back from LSU, it's Darius Geis. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. 3rd and 2, Smith. They'll roll him out right. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Man, that's trash. That's trash.
On play action, it's Rodgers.
Come on.
And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
Hey, did you have one of those backyards that you had one of those, like, mats or pits like you have for high jumpers? And, you know, you had your friends throw the ball and you tried to make the spectacular catches?
I didn't need a mat.
You just did it with the ground?
Absolutely.
That explains your
concrete.
Toughness. That explains your toughness right there, because I think that guy was raised just like you. What a catch.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They start on the ground with Geis. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, Haywood!
On 2nd and 9, Smith. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. 51 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. On first down, here's Love. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here.
Let's go now. 10 Lobo.
I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming.
Hey, Alpha.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Smith. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
From the 50, it's Smith. Complete. Richardson has it. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And this one is right through. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 receptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
6-0 our score after 1. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a give right side. It's Grant. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The tackle there by Fabian Moreau. You don't see that a ton, do you? A cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and set them down.
Hey, flag, 36. Hey, Mike. John.
You got motion man. You got motion man right there.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the 1st down, even throwing the football.
This is fielded at the 7. 51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And their 2 drives thus far both led to points, albeit both field goals, so the lead just 6-0, but the ability to move the ball is evident.
No, that's, heartening, as they say, but it's not what they're about. What they're about is putting the ball in the end zone and putting 6s on the board. So if you're the offensive coordinator, you like what you're doing, but you don't love it. You've got to find a way to ring that bell. Then you can have a little self-satisfied grin. Right now, a little more determination is needed.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Ready?
Smith hands off to Geis. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the 2nd half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the 1st half, maybe not so much in the 2nd half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Set, 8, read.
Here I come.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And he fires one that's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
$319.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
On first down, Grant. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Corey Grant, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. The extra point up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday you press it a little bit. This might be the case.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Pilot, 64, we. Kill. Now.
On the ground, it's Geis. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. It'll be Love to try and get the first. Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. The Redskins send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Returnable for Grant. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. They've gone to the second quarter in Buffalo. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 13-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And thee coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I think you have to chalk that one up for the defense there. Someone right on the spot, excellent coverage, didn't leave him enough room to come down inbounds, even though he did catch the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. A shotgun snap for Smith. Flush to his right. Slings this deep for McLaurin. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And that'll cross midfield here, not by much. Out of bounds just on the other side of the 50. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
6-6, pull it high.
They'll run on first down. It's Grant, and he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Here we go, G.
Now a give, right side. Grant, and he works free. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Touchdown, Packers! Corey Grant, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
At the 27-yard line.
Ready.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go, G. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Hey, box drop.
Check 99.
Cut.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7.
Check 25. Check 52. Greystone, grab it. Hey.
Keep moving, man. Man, move it. You got to get that.
Just beating the play clock, Smith. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Paul Richardson, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
This is taken at his 4.
Let's go.
At their own 18-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Montez Sweat in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Senator, 319.
56. Ricky.
319.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Let's go now. 60 outlaw.
Pull it together. 40's Mike. 40's Mike. I don't think you got it, son. Mike's 40.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Smith toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. The intended target was the rookie Terry McLaurin, but now it'll be 3rd down.
Just work with me a second here because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, I feel like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets.
Here we go, D. Here I come.
Smith on 3rd down. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 43. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot. And they connected there and picked up a first down.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Geis. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Coming tight. 3 down. Hey, watch your left. Let's go.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Darius Geis, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Redskins are going to retake the lead. Now the try here for the extra point. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board and get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now it's Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 29-yard line.
Ready,
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
You better bring. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring. 49, check. Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, high 7. Get it.
Play action. It's Smith. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kenny Clark make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Ready, set.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down.
Come. Go.
Now Smith. Now they go screen. It's complete. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes it all the way down down to the 32. A huge play there on the screen pass. 45 yards. Looking around the league from Raymond James Stadium, they're in the third quarter in Tampa. And a 2-touchdown lead for the Buccaneers as they've just scored again. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Geis. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Got it.
Mike 40, Mike 40. Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's go. Let's bring it.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Set. 30 base.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3. I got 11.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. His kick is absolutely perfect. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Aaron Rodgers, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks last year. That's the most he's had in one season in his entire career. And he's going to need another one right now. On 1st down, it's Grant. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, as far as plays go, there's nothing to write home about on that one because that one gets some negative yardage. But if you do want to find a positive, he found a way to get out of bounds and stop the clock.
Blue 58.
You.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. This is Grant. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 11 at the 50-yard line.
56.
Hey, keep it up. Keep it up.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. A quarterback run, good for 10 that time, but it does lead to a third down.
Yeah, baby.
Third down.
The offense on third down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Here's Grant. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
You ain't going nowhere.
They will run with Grant. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Oh, no, he lost the football, and the Redskins scoop it. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins.
That's the one you better spin.
And it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
Point after, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
On first down, Rodgers. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Troy Apke. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, Redskins.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Kevin King, the former Washington Husky, there defensively.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Back to you. Switch it down.
They'll run with Geis. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 2nd and 9, Smith looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. 16 yards, a first down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really say? Competitiveness. That's what they really like about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch QB drop.
Topper!
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. No problem there on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken at his 4. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch safety creeping. We are going. He's creeping. Check safety. Check safety. Check. Lucky. Over.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
SOS.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. On first down, this is Geis. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. So hail to the Redskins as they get the victory here. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime, obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Redskins, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Packers, you wonder what this will do to their playoff prospects as they fall to 8-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.